Welcome back to Pastry Maestra. I'm Teresa and today I'm making Crème Anglaise. There is this simple thing with a simple name, custard. Custard is made by whipping egg yolks and sugar together until the yolk is almost white and then slowly adding hot milk while whisking. This process is commonly referred to as tempering. Vanilla beans or seeds may be added for extra flavor and visual appeal. The sauce is then cooked over low heat. Excessive heating may cause the yolks to cook, resulting in scrambled eggs, and stirred constantly until it is thick enough to coat the back of a spoon, and then removed from the heat. The difficulty with custard is that it can be overcooked. You want the egg to thicken, but if you go too far, the eggs will curdle. Custard should never be allowed to boil. The perfect temperature is around 80 degrees centigrade or 180 Fahrenheit. If you want thicker custard, you need more eggs, not more heat. Now, if you are posh, or you want to sound like a food connoisseur, you will use its fancy other name, Crème Anglaise, meaning English cream. Now, you would think that it was an English invention, would you? Wrong. In fact, since custard is basically just a mixture of eggs and milk thickened by the heat, it is not hard to imagine that this invention is almost as old as fire. As soon as the caveman learned how to milk a cow and break an egg, the custard was born. Ancient Roman cooks were the first to recognize the binding properties of eggs, and food historians generally agree that custard dates to the Middle Ages. At that time, custard was eaten alone or used as a filling for pies, tarts, pastry, and so on. It is important to note that custard was not unique to Europe. Similar recipes flourished in Asia. Now, fact is that from the mid-1600s to the mid-1800s, the English-speaking world on both sides of the ocean knew many stirred custards, or cremes, as they were also called. Many of these custards were thickened with whole eggs or with egg whites only, and when properly prepared, these custards were perfectly smooth. The most common type, a plain stirred custard, was called boiled custard, not because it was really boiled, but to distinguish it from baked custard. However, in 1884, Ms. Mary Lincoln, the first principal of the Boston Cooking School, published her cookbook stating that boiled custard should be made with egg yolks only. And from then on, that became the rule. The news traveled fast, so the French also quickly started to make the cream with egg yolks only and named this new cream Crème Anglaise. Not because they believed that it was the English invention, but because they perceived it as characteristic of the English. Yes, I know, the story is confusing, long and boring, but hey, I'm Pastry Maestra. My job is teaching. However, even I know when enough is enough. So, I'll stop with the teaching and start with the making. Let me show you how to make Crème Anglaise. As usual, the recipe is on my site. The link is down below. To make Crème Anglaise, the first thing I'm gonna do is put the milk, half of the sugar and vanilla powder in a saucepan and heat it up. In another bowl, I'm gonna whisk the egg yolks with the rest of the sugar until thick and pale, which is called blanching. When you put sugar on the egg yolks, stir immediately. Don't let that mixture sit because it will form lumps. My milk is hot, but not boiling. I'm gonna pour half of hot milk into mixed egg yolks and stir well. This procedure is called tempering. I'm gonna return the mixture back to the saucepan, mix with the milk that remained in the pan and put everything back on the stove. I'm gonna insert my digital thermometer and cook the cream over medium heat, stirring constantly until it reaches 80 degrees centigrade, which is 176 degrees Fahrenheit. I have to be careful not to overcook the cream because the yolks will curdle, and I will not be able to fix that. If you don't have a thermometer, you can check if your cream is done by swiping with finger across the back of a wooden spoon. There should be a clear line left behind, confirming that the cream is of the right density. I'm gonna strain my crème anglaise through a sieve and cool it in the fridge. I'm Teresa. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you want to stay in touch, follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and of course, visit my site where you can find elaborate posts with lots of pictures, additional information and recipes that follow my every video. Also, on my site you can download my free 365 pages ebook, The Pastry Chef, and maybe buy me a macaron. If you think that I've earned it. Now, before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That really helps a lot. Finally, and this is the most important thing, don't forget to create sweetness every day, because sweetness is happiness. See you in my next video. Bye!